big stag to be standing on one of these corners, eh?
Yeah.
Do you want to talk?
Nah, you start us off.
Hello, and welcome back to another adventure. This week we've got some serious mischief happening. We are heading this direction for about 9 days. We've got some quite serious mountaineering ahead of us. We're gonna, we may as well tell them where we are.
Yeah.
Where are we actually?
We are in the Totra Valley car park, just above the river. And
Yeah, the plan for tonight, head to a hut called Dicky Spur, and then we're gonna head up the Took, over sort of a massive mountain range to a hut called Ivory Lake Hut. Now Ivory Lake Hut is the most isolated hut in New Zealand. You cannot get more far away from another person than going to this hut. So we're going to stay the night there, and then we're going to head again over the main divide into the quite infamous valley called the Whitcomb, and we're going to spend a couple of days in there, and then head out via the Whitcomb Pass out the Rakaia. So
should be a good 9 days.
9 days of mischief. We've got some pretty good weather. We've got the bow with us this time instead of the rifle, so I've never shot a proper big game animal. I've never shot anything with a bow. I shot a goat once, but that's it. So the plan for this trip is to have some fun and hopefully shoot something. So stick around.
Cheers.
Merry Christmas.
Cheers.
Get rid of that piece of shit.
Upgrading, eh?
I'd say.
Beauty.
We'll see how it goes.
We will.
So we've just had our first mischief for the trip, and we haven't even left the car. So I set the phone up on the tripod to film that intro, and I realised that I didn't have the adapter to put the camera on the tripod. So I'm umming and ahhing about whether we go back into town and buy one, or just like don't even bother filming the trip. And Travis is laughing at me. I'm having a panic attack, and I knew I put it somewhere smart because I knew that I'd forget it. So I was checking in my glove box, I was checking in my pack, I was checking everywhere, turned my car inside out. Anyway, I'd given up, and I go to put my phone in my bino case, and there was the adapter. So the trip's still on, you're still getting your footage, so cheers to smart thinking.
Cheers.
So we're not even a kilometre from the car, and we've just found this big rub from an old stag right on the track. I took a shortcut to get around this big puddle, just trying to figure out how everything works. Travis is remembering how hard it is to carry a heavy pack. How long's it been?
About 10 minutes.
About 10 minutes?
Yeah, it's just starting to kick in now, but there's a nice cold river waiting for us up there.
So just coming along this track now, been going for about 20 minutes, and we've just got our first glimpse of where we are going up here. Check this out. So the end of this basin here, just up in here is the top Took, and we're going to go up there and over that, hopefully that high saddle, or it could be that one back there, down to Ivory Lake Hut. Looks quite steep country, doesn't it, Travis?
Oh, the boys are stoked.
The boys are stoked, the boys are on.
Yeah.
What do we say?
We're here for a good time and a long time.
Good time and a long time. It might be a very long time looking at that. That is beautiful. So me and Travis are both wearing pretty much brand new boots. I was wearing brand new boots last time, but those ones developed a hole. So quite quickly got on myself another pair. Travis won himself a
brand
wicked
new pair of lower alpines. So yeah, we're running this trip. So we're going to get them wet for the first time together. Yeah. Because I reckon we're going to get wet feet a lot more times over the next 9 days. Right, ladies first. Still dry, wet.
Still dry, wet. It is an absolute scorcher of a day. I sincerely hope that the rest of the trip isn't this hot, because otherwise we're not going to go very far because we'll have to travel at night.
Currently just crossing the Mikanoi River, just heading up to the Mikanoi Flat Park, just across here, about 4 k's from the car. It's been 45 minutes, making good progress so far. Yeah. Yeah, good.
Too mickey. It does look a little bit swift, doesn't it? I don't reckon cross there.
Hey?
I reckon find somewhere better than that.
Maybe further up there.
Yeah, go straight up this sort of sandbank and maybe over up there.
Yeah.
Just gives you a bit longer to stand up so you don't get swept down these rapids with a big pack on, because that would suck, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Yep.
Right, well, after that wee shenanigan of realising the river's a bit too swift to cross, we've decided, since it's very hot, we're actually going to do a bit of a training exercise, and we're going to try and cross this river with our packs off and simulate being in a situation where the rivers have swollen and you might just have to get out for whatever reason. So Travis is going to show us how it's done. Go.
Oh, it's not that deep. Oh.
Do you reckon you'd get across that with a pack on?
Nah. Take it away.
Go what? Right. So we're having a wee bit of fun, and we've decided that this rock here is going to simulate our pack, and we've got to somehow get it to the other side. And if you drop it, you lose. And
You get a wet sleeping bag.
We'll figure out a thing for the loser. So
Here we go.
let's have a good go, boss. I reckon a bigger rock would be better, so you stick to the ground.
I think it's running across. I'm going to get taken away. Right. Can they see us?
Oh, I'm going in. No, you gotta get back. Who's gonna lift the boat? Who's gonna lift the boat? He wins.
sticky spur hut tonight. That way. Fair to say, we're in the west coast bush now. Big washout.
So we've sort of just found our first sign of the trip. Looks to me like a young red, possibly this year's fawn or late last year's yearling, really small. And I think it's safe for us because we need to hurry up and stop messing about. We've got 1,000 metres of vert to do.
6 PM.
Before dark. Ready? Let's go. Let's go.
Up there.
Holy moly. You can see why the stags get big in this country. That's just untouchable. There is no way that you could get near anything in this face. And that's what we're going to do. So we've made it to, I think it's our one and only swing bridge for the trip.
Yes, yes.
This is the lower took 6 wire, and like I said, this is our last bridge for the trip, so we're going to enjoy it. It's wet boots from here on out.
Yeah, it's a long way down, eh?
I was having a good way down, so I reckon you could jump off, but I don't reckon you'd survive.
Oh, nah. Nah, I don't think it's as deep as you think, eh?
I reckon it's deep enough, I just reckon you could slip down into the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, that too. Yeah. Yeah.
why we won't do it.
No.
So we're just on this river flat and we've spotted a couple of deer just up behind us. It's a young spiker and then there's a hind with its fawn. So I've got some pretty cool footage of that. I'm stoked on that. But we are currently getting absolutely smashed by sandflies right now. It's still about 18 degrees and we still have about 1,000 metres of vert to climb. We've got to go way up there. So I'm gonna love yous and leave yous. So we decided we're a little bit ambitious reaching the top tonight, or we're a little bit lazy, one of the two. But we're gonna camp here tonight. Tent's gonna be here, but we're actually going to light ourselves a nice wee campfire there to stave away the mosquitoes, and hopefully that's how we're gonna cook our lamb. Quite excited. Hey Travis, Merry Christmas.
Oi, that's a bit fancy.
Bug spray.
Oh. I'd be fucking watching that.
Heads. Give it a push. Not a wiggle, not towards you. It's going, it's going.
What could possibly go wrong?
There you go. Now give it a push. I reckon that's enough firewood for the night. There you go, you chopped it down, I'll carry it back.
That's how you get your firewood, boys and girls.
Who's going to carry them boats? I reckon any more firewood than that and we'll get to
Yeah. Yeah, I can imagine that 2 hours time. Waiting right up there.
Like when we stayed up the Jolly and I stoked the fire up really high and it got real hot and then it burnt my sleeping bag. My prototype sleeping bag.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is this it actually? I hope no.
There's lamb. We were originally going to cook a leg of lamb on the fire, but we failed to light a fire, and then we started cooking dinner, and then we managed to light a fire. So I'm pretty stoked on that. What's for dinner, Travis?
We've got lamb and mashed potato. So
You
I'm gonna
beauty.
put some, potato on now.
Roast meat and spuds.
Yeah, what more could you ask for on Boxing Day?
I don't know. Not much?
Yeah.
Not much at all.
So yeah.
Right, so welcome back to day 2. We got that fire started in the end last night and had a nice dinner of lamb and mashed potato. But today we are heading up. This is a massively steep climb. We worked it out just then that today is actually our biggest day of the trip. We've got about 1,300 metres of vert and about 10 to 12 kilometres of some pretty gnarly country. So we're really getting a sweat on coming up here. It's about 10 o'clock, we left the bottom at 8 and I mean we're making good time. This is hard work. Just doffing it up this bit here, probably 2/3 of the way to the top. As you can see, she's pretty steep. But finally the trees have started to sort of thin out a little bit. You can see they're not as dense as they used to be, not as tall, and we're also starting to get into the tussock country. So quick update, it's been raining for the past few hours and we checked the forecast and we actually decided to cancel the trip because it was just nuts. But in the past hour it sort of lifted a bit and we've checked the forecast and it's changed again, and we reckon that we're gonna make it work. We might have an extra day in the top took instead of having a day up our sleeves in either the Price Basin or Ivory Lake. So it's going to be pushing it to the max at the end of the trip to get those Ks done, but I reckon that we've got the go. So we're going to run with it. Trip's still on. I'm stoked. That's pretty wet. It's gonna be one angry river.
Oh, yeah, no.
That's nuts. So, believe it or not, it's actually currently day 5 and we've had a big massive storm come through, about 60 mils of rain in the last 48 hours, and it's been nuts. So we've aborted mission. We're no longer going up to Ivory Lake, unfortunately, but we've made plans to come back next time that we get the chance. So out hopefully to the car tonight, hopefully shoot a deer on the river flats, and we're away.
We are.
Raincoats on.
Let's hit it before this rain comes back again, because
Big mush.
don't know how much time we've got.
Big mush. That's quite low. We've got a real good uphill breeze. It's working in our favour. Just glassing. There's a deer. There's a stag. Young stag over there. Well, that was easy. Just on that field through there. I wonder if we can get an arrow into it. Where is he? There he is. That wouldn't be a half bad stag. That's not terrible. Come to me. So that was a bit of dramas. We were just parked up on that slip behind me and we glassed a deer on the slip, and I thought it was a big spiker at first, but it turned out to be a pretty good 10, 11 or 9 point stag. Not massive, but it'd be a pretty good one for the first shot with the bow. But that stalk just didn't go to plan. The wind's all over the show. I was probably about 400 metres away when the stag moved off the slip. So, oh well, just got to be faster next time. Had a bolt come undone on my stabiliser. As you can see, it just does that now. So I'll have to try at least duct tape it back up. Oh, gonna have lunch at the saddle. Salami and crackers. You beauty. My Sherpa. Oh well, that nearly happened.
Yeah.
That would have been a wicked one.
Yeah.
For a first animal with the bow. I reckon it's time for lunch, eh?
Agreed.
Yeah. You beauty. So, we're just doffing it down this last bit of real steepness. And then we'll get down onto the river flats. And this is currently the gorge behind us. It is definitely a bit swollen, but it's still blue. It's not brown. So that's a green flag. We'll sort of learn more as we get down lower as to if we're getting home tonight. Fingers crossed I can get in on this animal. I couldn't tell if it was a stag or what it was, but it's big enough. Oh yeah. We're just about to sneak up on that first river flat. So fingers crossed that deer's still out.
It's a young spider that we saw the other day while walking up. We're going to have to evaluate if we can cross the river. We'll try sneaking a little closer. He's coming. Yeah, he's dropping down. We'll try and intercept him because I can shoot him across the river. We'll just have to get below him so our wind doesn't cross him.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Alright.
Well, unfortunately I think the game's up here. The younger spiker alerted the older one, well, a slightly bigger one, and they've seen us, they're alert now, so we'll probably chill out here for another hour or two, find somewhere out of the mosquitoes and then try and hunt these flats out on last light.
So we have decided this is just too gnarly to get around, so we're going to go poke our noses up into the bushes, see if we can find a better way out. Otherwise we'll be setting the tent up or swimming across that.
Oh, that looks cool.
That's what it's going to fall out, is it?
Nah, twist the other way.